YouTube, what is good? How you guys doing? OT here, back with another video, and today I'm gonna be coming at you guys once again with another live coaching session video. Now, if you guys are not familiar with this series, it is a series where I show you guys my live at bats in a ranked seasons game, show you guys the key moments, and really just go over my thought process, what my approach is in the big situations, and how I am one of the best MLB The Show players in the world. Now, for this video, we're not going to be using a special team or anything. Got the full God squad lined up. Now, before we get into the game itself, I actually want to show you guys a little change that I've made with my PCI stick itself on the controller. All right, so if you can see my controller here, I'm going to show you guys how I used to hold the PCI. I used to be like down here in the middle of my thumb, kind of just wiggle it around like this. And it was good, but I was having some inconsistency with my approach. So what I'm doing now is I'm kind of just barely using the tip of my thumb, kind of like this. And if you can see, I'm just barely nudging the PCI when I move it. I'm starting my PCI pretty much in the center, and I'm just barely wiggling it around. And I feel like since switching to this setup, I've been able to flick faster to pitches that are towards the corners, but I've also been able to get those in between pitches better than I was before. Say a pitch that's low but not quite at the bottom of the zone, or high but not quite at the top of the zone. I feel like I can get those in between spots better, but I still have the range of motion to flick as well with this lighter grip where I'm barely touching it with my finger. And as always, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that sub button, that way you don't miss any content going forward. If this video helps you in any way improve your game, make sure to hit that like button. The whole point of this series is to make you guys better MLB The Show players. So if there's anything you want me to go over, anything you need help with, make sure to leave a comment down below and I'll address your issue and see if I can help you guys with that. So we're taking on Ryan 2713. He's got Prestige Greg Maddux on the hill. Not a card that I've seen too much lately, so maybe he gives us a little trouble. Obviously, he has the sinker cutter meta going for him, and the man has a God squad, so hopefully we can pull it out. Let's see what stadium he's playing at. State Palm, fine by me. So as I like to say, the first inning for me is kind of like a feel out inning. I want to see what my opponent's approach on the mound is, whether they're going to be pumping strikes, pitching around me, just what their general pitching philosophy is and how we can use it against them. So far he's thrown 2 strikes, but they were well located. Down 0-2. Gotta be protecting. And as you guys can see, as I talked about, I'm starting my PCI more in the middle. I'm kind of just like wiggling it a little before the pitch, just keeping it loose. All right, so we let him get away with one there for sure. But as you guys can see, I'm keeping that loose PCI grip. I'm basically just keeping it in the middle, just waggling it around a little bit. And he gave us a sinker over the middle. I mean, 90 miles an hour is just too easy to read. That's the issue with Greg Maddux. He doesn't have that top tier velo. Ooh, they called me on that. That's a good cutter. For some reason I thought it was a sinker at first. Tried to hold up, but they didn't let me. I feel like I've been having a lot of problems with check swings lately. Like, I just can't do it. I don't know what it is, but my check swing success rate is like around 50%. And I feel like most people's is like 90 or better. Either way, we got Babe Ruth up with a man on. We're trying to eat here. If he gives us anything over the middle, I'm pouncing. Not the best swing, but we're able to sneak it through. Like I said, anything over the middle, we're pouncing. Wish we would have put a better swing on it, but a base hit's a base hit. Same thing here. We're ready to pounce.
That's outside.
A good cutter. I'm able to hold up that time. Ooh. Get the sinker up and in. Jimmy Fox is just incredible, man. I've had so much success with this card. He went off in his debut. He's going off here with a 3-run perfect. All right, so we probably got him a bit rattled now that we're up 3-0. Again, we're just staying within our approach. So he's already thrown 16 pitches. He's giving me a cookie first pitch. I'm just trying to be a little more patient here, work his pitch count up, just because he's already seen that I can slam the ball. So I'm guessing he's going to be more likely to pitch around me, but we'll see. He definitely likes to come after me though. Early in the count, he's been in the zone basically every at bat. A really good pitch. Good cutter, got it in on me. Nice pitch by him. And so here, 2 outs, nobody on. Tatis at the dish. Obviously, we're just looking to work the pitch count even more. Like, unless we go deep here, this at bat, it's not really. There's just nothing to gain really by swinging early in the count here, especially if he's dotting us up like that. Of course, 2 strikes. Now we got to protect. He's really stayed fastball. Ooh, he hung me a curve there. But he's really stayed fastball, cutter, changeup mostly. Or I mean, sinker, cutter, changeup. He hasn't really thrown a 4-seam, which we'll see if that holds true going forward. Good cutter. Not even a bad swing for where that's located. Just chopped it a little bit. But we get 3 in the first. Overall, successful inning. He threw over 25 pitches. All right, so he was able to get 1 back on us in the bottom of the first. Not the end of the world, but we'd like to come out and really just continue to add on to our lead here. Just put him away early.
Nope, outside. Ball, that's off the plate.
I'm pretty sure he's still yet to throw us a first pitch out of the zone, so that's something I'll keep in mind. For the most part, he's been hitting his spots pretty decent. It's just Greg Maddux doesn't have the velo or the stuff to be deceptive enough to put guys away. That's a cutter I'd like to have back, obviously. Give me 2 pitches right down the middle to hit, and I missed both of them. Not an ideal at bat. All right, so pitcher up here, 1 out, man on first. I don't bunt in this situation. The risk of the double play isn't worth moving the runner up, in my opinion. I just take the strikeout. If it's a pitcher that can hit, like a Mad Bum, a Greinke, Ohtani, if you're using him for some reason, then sure, swing away, I guess. But I just don't think the risk of the double play is worth bunting. Gone to the 4-seam a couple times in the second inning. Didn't go to it at all in the first. Got to keep that in mind. Is that getting out? Not a bad swing, just honestly a really good spot by him. Like I said, he's been locating pretty well. That ball is even in the strike zone by a hair. It's probably a 2-run nuke for Mike Trout. So our opponent ended up scoring again in the bottom of the second. We'd really like a statement inning here to show him how I can hit and just break this game open, put up a crooked number if possible. And the only way that's going to happen is if we have a couple pristine at bats. A great pitch. I mean, he's throwing some fantastic pitches, man. Like I said, props to him. He's dotting me up. That's a good cutter, man. Tunneled it nicely with the sinker from earlier. Fantastic pitching by him, man. He's putting on a clinic. Pulled the trigger way too early. Not sure what happened there. Tried that cutter in again this time. Caught too much of the plate. Babe's able to smoke it through the hole. Definitely a mistake on 0-2. He wanted that out of the zone. Let's see if Jimmy Fox can come up again. Man, that's one I can't miss. I thought it was a changeup. Ooh, Jimmy Fox almost did it again. I read that sinker perfectly. Caught it a little out in front. Good changeup by him, honestly. Just a better swing by me. That's what I mean when I say Greg Maddux is pretty easy to read. Like, he'll dot you up, sure, but eventually you'll just start reading him. If you keep working at bats, you can see the break on the pitches fairly easily, I feel like, at least.
That's ball 2.
I mean, that's like, that's a pretty good swing, man. I guess you can't be too upset about it because you're going the other way, late side of good. But I feel like I'd expect a higher exit velocity there. And way back on the curve. That curve is a throwaway pitch, man. It's not very good. Let's go. I didn't think that was getting out. I thought that was going to hit off the wall, maybe one hop it, but it's a laser home run for Tatis. Again, like I said, Maddox is just pretty easy to read. The main thing you have to differentiate between is that sinker cutter combo, if people mix in the four seam, and it's a good pitch sequence, but the thing is, it's just so easy to hit when you see it. So when you're able to see that sinker or you're able to see that cutter, it's not too hard to put a good swing on it.
Did he go?
That was the kind of blow I was talking about, by the way. He gets two back. He's chipping away in the bottom of the first, and the bottom of the second. We put up a 3-run homer in the top of the third, extend our lead to the biggest spin all game.
3-2.
And if you're not paying attention, you can see that we've done an amazing job of working Greg Maddux. He's already thrown 60. Ooh, that's gone. I don't agree with that at all. I really don't agree with that. I don't know how that's gone. Good cutter by him, honestly. I'm not even on it that well. Just, I guess it comes down to confidence or something. But like I was saying, we have his pitch count up. We're going to take till 2 here with Gary. Pitcher spots on deck.
All ones the count.
He hasn't really shown a proclivity to walk me, but with his low confidence, maybe he'll start missing his spots. But he really likes to come after us, and we've made him pay for the most part. Is that going to stay fair? That's a bad swing. I have no explanation for that. I saw a pitch over the middle. Wasn't a fastball. It was a cutter. Terrible swing. We just got rewarded somehow. Just letting Kershaw eat there. We're getting extremely lucky now. Ever since that Tatis homer, everything since then has been extremely lucky and undeserved, but that's MLB the show for you. Then we finally square ball up right to third.
Out.
I was able to get a huge shutdown inning there. Really just, I feel like, put a stranglehold on the game, grab the momentum, but we can't let up on the momentum. So we got to keep scoring here, keep having good at bats. We got him into the bullpen in the 4th inning, which is always good. However, Wade Davis is probably, in my opinion,
0-1.
I don't know if he's the best reliever in the game, but he's top 3. He's extremely good, really hard to hit. Shouldn't be throwing 12-6 curves with him though. You got to stay with the 4 seam, the sinker, the cutter. I'm hosed. Yeah, that was dumb of me.
Yeah, you're
That
out.
was just terrible. I didn't think he was going to get the ball in, and then he whipped it in quicker than I expected. It looked like he was going to get a really bad animation, but no reason to even think about 3 there. That's on me. And that's why you don't go for 3. You have your big hitters coming up. You're likely going to score that run from second. All you need is a base hit. Mickey Mantle is 95 speed. Unforced error by me, definitely. All right, so yet another clean inning for us. We're now in what I would like to call mercy territory. We're up 6, a 4 spot, a grand slam. Puts us up 10 and puts us on serious mercy watch. So
I got 1 ball.
you just
1
want to keep working at bats. He obviously doesn't want to burn his full pen on this game. He's already down big. He might ride Wade Davis for a little while. We can get his energy down and then just start really teeing off. He's already thrown 19 pitches. His energy's yellow. Confidence is low. We square anything up, it should be going a mile. Now that being said, this card is still pretty nasty. So easier said than done.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
That's going to be a line out, isn't it? Ooh, it got over his head. Thank goodness. Thank God, man. Thought we were about to have a perfect line out. Great start to the inning. Hopefully we can capitalize. I gotta be on that fastball. I read that slider. My PCI was nowhere near, I guess. Good cutter off the slider tunnel. I mean, that's just a dot, man. That's I mean, it is what it is. It's just a good piece of hitting. Really can't say much about that. He made a good pitch. I just put a great swing on it. You could definitely make an argument for pinch hitting here to really just step on his throat, go for the mercy, but I'd rather just keep Kershaw in, not waste a bullpen arm at this point. But pinch hitting is probably the right move there. I know it sounds crazy. Up 7 and he's only thrown 4 innings, but I think pinch hitting would be the correct option. Because when you have a chance for a mercy, you have to go for it. You really do. Because it's really easy to score in this game at times. You can score in bunches. So when you're up by like 7, 8, 9, you really want to just go for the kill, step on their throat.
Ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Ah. Ball, that's inside.
And this is what I meant. Like, he doesn't want to waste arms. He's just riding Wade Davis. He's done 36 pitches. Excuse me. He's done 36 pitches, as that was a terrible swing by me. But he's red energy, no confidence. He's just riding Wade. Might be a double play. Yeah, we're gonna be doubled up. Unfortunate. Sent the runner to try to avoid a double play. Not really needed with 95 speed. Kind of an error on my part, but also just unfortunate. So as you can see, he had a huge inning in the bottom of the 5th, answered us back pretty nicely with a 5 spot of his own. And that's what I mean when I say you have to go for the kill in this game. No, I'm not accepting your friendly quit. You have to go for the kill in this game, man. When you're up big, you can't step off the gas. I don't know why he quit there. I really don't. But basically, what I was trying to say is that when you're up big, you have to step on the gas. Don't leave your starter in too long. That's when you start getting cracked around. Don't be afraid to pinch hit in the 4th inning or 5th inning if you have a man on and you have an opportunity to score some runs, because you always want to chase the runs in this game. You never want to leave your starter in too long. That's my philosophy. Every game of this is basically postseason baseball. If you can get 5 or more innings out of your starter, great. But if you have to pinch hit in the 4th inning, that's fine too. You know, you always want to take advantage of every opportunity you have, and you never want to leave runs on the board when possible. Again, I don't really know why that guy quit. Maybe he had to go or something, because he had just made it a 3-run game. The comeback was definitely within reach, but obviously I'll take it. I definitely feel like this new approach I've had with how I'm holding my thumbstick and moving my PCI has helped me greatly. I feel like I've been turning on inside pitches better than ever. I've had better plate coverage, and I've been hitting those in between pitches a little better as well. And I hope that was on display in this gameplay. As always, if you guys did learn anything from this video, if it helped you out in any way, make sure to hit that like button and make sure to subscribe if you're new. I'll see everybody next time. Peace.